Alright, welcome back to Kunado Chronicles.
桜の花びらは美しいですね。
Natsuma sounds peaceful. Excuse me, Natsuhime's. Too peaceful for the setting, the context.
雪も美しい。でも私は白い花と雪の区別もつきません。あなたは知っているでしょうが、それでも美しいものであると感じる心はあるのです。
Natsuhime, you died because of me. I murmured the memories I just accessed. She doesn't reply, keeping a gentle smile on her lips. The Kurokami couldn't match her. Even the Kurokami wasn't her enemy. It was her own Kotodama that killed her.
まだ死んではいません。
She finally replies, as though she has no choice in the matter.
私の現実の肉体は黒髪の残骸に溶け込みましたが、魂は存在しています。
Just like Haruhime told me it was okay for me to be here, for me to exist. She has continued to be blessed by this world.
むしろ自分で思った以上にこの世界が私を死なせてくれないのです。
Her smile turns into self-deprecation.
黒髪とつながり戦いの結末を知ったのでしょうが、あなたのせいではなく運が悪かっただけです。運が悪かったなんて事象が私に残されていたことの方が興味深いことでした。
She gives a giggling laugh.
まあ思い出話もいいですが、結局運に頼らなければ私が再び負けることはありません。
That's right. I can't defeat her without using her own power. I've learned her weak spot, but it's a coincidental accident that's never going to happen again. The only means left to me is to keep talking to her and try and convince her that she wants to die. That would require miracle after miracle to occur. And even if she does slip up again, it could take forever to make it happen. Plenty of time for Kanta to get wiped out. Too much time for those who have brought me here. Yuri, again, Aoi, Fuyuhita, Tsubame, and the people of Kanta. To hope to survive through. I can't wait to waste this time they have provided me. This brief sliver of hope. I can't give up. I don't want to.
死ん
She suddenly calls my name.
もういいでしょう。諦めることなく考え続け、やれるだけのことをやり、それでも叶わぬ願いはあるものです。この世界に完璧な答えなどありませんし、完璧な答えなどあってはならないのです。完璧な答えが存在しないからこそ、あなたも私も鉄器ですらもこうして生きていられるのです。それをあなたも理解していて、それでも努力をしました。だからこそここで諦めたとしても誰があなたを責められるでしょうか。もういいでしょう。あなたはもう一人で頑張らなくてもいい。
With her kind words, the tension in my heart does loosen just a little. I feel dizzy. I almost pass out. The cost of connecting to the Kurokami and wielding such insane power rolls up on me, making me want to close my eyes and collapse. Nazuhime's words are the epitome of the Kotodama. They sneak into my heart and find their place there, even though they aren't strictly declarative, preventing them from triggering my defenses. I'm not sure. Is that it for me? Has my resolve been broken? Natsuhime can cause things to happen in the world without even having to speak. Does that mean the reason I feel like giving up is because I'm slipping under her control? I ask myself. Nope. I'm not done yet. I can still review her words. I'm still myself, although I'm not sure why. Why is that? Questions bubble up inside me over and over. Why? Bubble a bubble. Why? More questions bubble upward. Why didn't she make all of those things she just said Kotodama? Why didn't she use her godlike Kotodama to take control of the people of Kanto? She could have done it. It would have been simple for her, surely. The simplest way to exploit the Kotodama is to meddle control of other people. Ultimately, I'll use words too. She was scared of fighting the Kurokami. She could have taken control of the minds of the people of Kanto and run away. But for some reason, she never once took control of the mind of an hour. She listened to the demands placed on her and fought the Kurokami. That's the question I was unable to uncover the truth too, even with all my investigations. I thought maybe the answer was pride, or integrity, admiration for the human condition. The fact that even if she can lie to other people, she can't lie to herself. But there's no need to hide that any longer. She's clearly stated her plans to be reborn in the human world, wipe out the Tekki, and recreate humans to better suit her needs. So there's also no reason for her not to use the Kotodama and take me over. In which case, why? I raise my face and look at Natsuhime. Now that I'm here, having reached this point, I can recall my first conversation with her.
もしも希望や幸せに味がついていたら甘いのかしら、それとも苦かったり酸っぱかったりするのかしら。私は酸っぱいものが苦手なんですけどね。まあこのような感じで私も希望や幸せがどんなものか知りません。もしもあなたがそれらを知っているのなら、これから出会うあの子たちに教えてあげてください。
Yeah, why all of this and now we're here?
これはお願いというより約束でしょうか。約束はあなたの未来を信じるからこそ成立しますものね。改めてあの子たちと手を取り合い、この世界に希望や幸せを生み出すと約束していただけますか。
To believe? That's my name? Natsuhime was the first one to believe in me, even before Haruhime. To believe in my future? And then I recall her words from moments before.
もういいでしょう。諦めることなく考え続け、やれるだけのことをやり、それでも叶わぬ願いはあるものです。この世界に完璧な答えなどありませんし、完璧な答えなどあってはならないのです。完璧な答えが存在しないからこそ、あなたも私もテッキですらもこうして生きていられるのです。それをあなたも理解していて、それでも努力をしました。だからこそここで諦めたとしても誰があなたを責められるでしょうか。 もういいでしょう。あなたはもう一人で頑張らなくてもいい。
Apart from that final sentence, she avoided using the katadama for all of it. The words that reached me were the ones coming from her heart. She's a katadama user capable of lying. That said, words that become katadama cannot contain any lies. That is an absolute rule.
あなたはもう一人で頑張らなくてもいい。
That part isn't a lie. Just that part. So working backward from there, why did you choose to make just the last part into the katadama? It happened by mistake? That seems impossible. It's one thing for me to make some marble screw up, but she was born as a katadama user. She's careful with every word she says. This single sentence only proves that, because nothing before it was katadama. Which means there's some intent behind making just that part katadama. Natsuhime tilts her head. The laid-back atmosphere around her remains, but there's also something a little more serious now. She's paying attention to me, as though waiting for me to work something out. Asking me without using words. Believing in me. Belief? To believe something is a lie? What would that mean for what she just said? If I flip the meaning of the parts that weren't katadama, and they become declarative.
まだ諦めてはいけない。諦めることなく考え続け、やれるだけのことをやれば、叶わぬ願いはありません。この世界に完璧な答えはありませんが、不完全な答えでいいなら、あります。
No way. Impossible. That can't be true. I understand the words, and they plunge me back into despair. If that is the truth, then it flips over everything that's happened so far. And it also means I'm not going back to Kanta. I'm not going back to Haruhime. I was ready for this, of course, but it's still a gut punch. Before the fight started, Natsuhime made that alluring promise of making me mortal again, and those barbs still sting inside me now. Natsuhime, is that really the only answer you could come up with?
残念ですが。
She gently shakes her head.
他にもっと良い答えがありますか？
Nope, can't say that I do. I also shake my head. But the answer you come up with couldn't be more correct. It could have been more mistaken.
間違っていても、私は進みます。
Natsuhime makes a firm declaration. Just like I made a choice. So did she. That's the end of our time. I have to give up. That's all I can do. Give up. The happy ending of getting to return to Kanta. That's gone now. I have to give it up on it completely. I also have to give up on the even happier, the best ending, in which I persuade Natsuhime and also save her. We have to sell things here. For the sake of Kanzo, I will kill you.
叶わぬ願いを口にするな。
Our comments both take hold, and so it begins. With no warning at all, both of my arms are ripped off and fly away behind me. I feel that sensation, but don't even care about it. Just glaring fixatedly at Natsuhime.
死ね。
No. Don't die.
止まれ。
Don't stop.
黙れ。
Keep talking. I refute each of the orders she sends at me, swapping away her commands for my death. We will continue to live and continue to walk forward.
力の伴わぬ言葉に意味なし。
Natsuhime coldly shuts me down. Then she swipes her arms. Pop, the world is gone. It isn't that something has covered my vision. The very sensation of seeing is gone. There are no sounds, no smells, and I can't feel my skin. I can't feel anything. All 5 senses have been completely shut down, like a TV turned off by a remote control. She probably just took my head clean off. The reason I can still think is because I'm connected to the Kurokami, placing my consciousness outside of my body. The world of the Tekki. The place where my consciousness was born. A brief moment of time until my head is regenerated. Okay then, I'm ready to go. I feel that nothing is around me as I prepare myself. The final gamble? Time to roll the dice. Kurokami! Can you hear me, Kurokami? I speak into the void. Because it's an empty space completely removed from reality. That's why I desire even the slightest change from it. You cannot defeat Natsuhime. Even with my aid, you cannot defeat her. It's a shame. But first, please accept that is reality. There is no reply. The Tekki have no words. They don't have individual awareness or intent, and are unable to transmit information. They have an energy-based connection with their vibration source, but each individual Tekki is ultimately uniquely alone. Indeed, everything I have done for Encanto could also be applied to the Tekki. I taught them language. How to create hope and happiness. In other words, seeking individuality. In other words, having a dream. In other words, connecting the past and the future. I am not finished yet. I search for light in the darkness. This is the only time we have. We aren't alone. The hero, a product of 1,000 years of myself, born from that hero on the Kurokami. Our very existence is almost impossible, and yet we still aren't enough to end this battle. We don't have the capacity to end this battle. The answer is the one beyond everything. This Kurokami. This Kurokami acting as an individual. Listen to my words, Kurokami. Listen well. You already understand language, individuality, and life. Destroyed by Natsuhime, you created a regeneration system for yourself. A function you never had before. That system, and the authority to create something new, weren't functions that Kurokami originally had. Do you understand what that means? After all your research into me, you moved beyond the definitions of Tekki and Kurokami, obtaining the elements of life as information. The concept of regeneration that you desire, and the concept of change by creating a new system. But of these are the foundations of life. You are shouting that you want to live in this world. I have heard your cries. My voice spreads. I search for light in the darkness. Answer me, Kurokami. That's all you have to do. And I'll show you how to defeat a human. How to defeat her. I shout. Into darkness. Light appears. Countless beams of light fill in the space around me. To start with, I don't understand what's happening, me neither. But the Tekki part of me quickly realizes what is going on. These lights are the words from the Kurokami. The imparting of intent using not sound but light. It's still an experience using multiple beams for one simple reply, but it's enough to convey its feelings. So this is the voice of the Tekki. The answer I need to reach, which I previously discussed with the professor. Well, I reached it. Not sounds. Light. Sound and light are both ultimately waves. Thank you. I impart my gratitude. Multiple beams of light change angle, winding around my essence. It's faint, but I sense warmth. Well, let's end this battle. I grab onto the light surrounding me. You can accept these changes and create a new system. In which case, open the path to the vibration source. And your desires reach all of the Tekki. That you seek help. That you don't want to die. That you want to live. There is no need to keep going alone. If you can't do something alone, you can have other people help you. Let's fight as human together. All of us. All of the strength, emotions, and connections I have made in Kanto have led to this point. And now, from this point onward, we will walk the path together. The Kurakami hears my words. The countless beams of light start to wildly move around. A dance of light. Deflecting, bending, winding together, twisting apart. In a display of otherworldly beauty, the lights all gather into a single beam. The light surrounds me, and then I make contact with the Tekki vibration source. I look down at my feet beyond the light. The position of the vibration source, 3,000 kilometers underground. Within the liquid mantle at the core of the earth, there it is. A long, formless shape. It could perhaps be described as a snake of light. It has existed in an extreme environment where normal physics do not apply, with heat that can liquefy or vaporize rock combined with pressure that can then turn it to a solid. That was the answer. This is the answer. The answer as to why the volume of metal found in the Tekki is far beyond anything that humans could hope to excavate.
Excavate.
Yeah, excavate. That's what I was putting on. The answer is to the vast amount of energy required in order to support the activities of the Tekki. Then I meant to go full screen. Oh my god. The core of the Earth itself, 3,500 kilometers in diameter when combining the outer crust and inner mantle. It's mainly made of iron. That's the source of their metal. Furthermore, that impossible heat in the eddy current created by the Earth's magnetic fields are being turned into energy by the snake of light. This is something beyond human understanding. Maybe it was always there. Maybe it came from somewhere. Maybe someone created it. There are no records of it. And it doesn't remember. But beyond any doubt, it exists. And it stands with me. One thing. I just want to know one thing. I know it's hardly the place for this question. Even if I learn the answer, I might have already lost the ability to impart it to anyone else. But even so, I'm unable to contain my innate human curiosity. Why do the Tekki hate humans? I want to know the answer. See? An out of place answer pops into my head. My heart, connected to the vibration source, is enveloped with unending chills, deep sadness, and clinging despair. They are so scared, so scared of humans. The Tekki have eradicated millions of humans, taken over the earth, and have the energy to reach everything to the ground countless times, and yet now they are panicking. The Tekki have never thought for a moment that they defeated humanity. In fact, they believe that even now they are struggling desperately for their continued survival. A paradoxical answer, but I understand it. We are them, and they are us. Tekki are being supported by extreme physical laws and physical energy, which is what makes one capable of threatening the foundations of those laws, humans, so terrifying for them. Wipe them out, but they survive. Stab them, but they heal. Smash them, but they pass things down. Humans create impossible miracles. The proof is here. They have overcome countless threats and challenges and managed to defeat one of the Kurokami. The proof is here. They have overcome countless threats and challenges and reached the Tekki vibration swords. An impossible feat. Human possibilities are terrifying. Human words are terrifying. I see. The light speaks to me. It's like talking with a life before it is even born. Thank you for telling me. Let me tell you something important in return. Even if you eradicate every last human, words will no longer disappear. The proof of human existence is already carved into your heart. At my words, all effects emitting from the Tekki vibration source cease for a moment. Just as I understood it, the Tekki understand it too. Even if they kill all the humans, words will not vanish. If they want to kill words, they will have to kill themselves. Return everything to nothing, including the Tekki. There is no need to be afraid. I reach out towards the despairing Tekki. You've learned of words. We aren't alone anymore. Come on, come with me. Let's end your journey too.
Mada, 諦めてはいけない。諦めることなく考え続け、やれるだけのことをやれば叶わぬ願いはありません。この世界に完璧な答えはありませんが、不完全な答えでいいならあります。その不完全な答えではあなたも私もテッキも生きていられません。それをあなたが理解していないならまだ思考が足りません。だからこそここで諦めることは私が許しません。気づきなさい。あなたはもう一人で頑張らなくてもいい。
I get it, Natsuhime.